And what's good, y'all? All glory to the one true God, and welcome back to another Let's Talk About It episode. And we just gonna jump straight into it because today's topic is basically about why relationships are trash in 2024. Because we all know relationships, like dating nowadays, is trash. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. So we just gonna jump straight into it because there's really multiple reasons why relationships really trash nowadays. There's multiple reasons, but we just gonna jump straight into it. And number one, social media. We all know why social media is number one on the list. Because everybody looking at what everybody else doing instead of minding their own business. You looking at what somebody else did in their relationship, and now you looking at your spouse like, business. Everybody comparing with what everybody else is doing. Y'all was just enjoying each other, but now y'all seeing like, man, they doing a lot over there. You was just in paradise in your own relationship, but now you looking at somebody else and you like, they buying them this, they buying them that. Even though your partner is really buying you nice stuff, it may not be at the expense as like maybe not as expensive or like as big, but it's from the heart and they still getting you things. But now you was happy with that. You was like, because it was genuine. But now you seen everybody else on social media. You know what I'm saying? And now you eternally start to hate your own relationship because you comparing. Social media is something else, I'm telling you. And the thing is, like, obviously social media has its good things, but it's good just to take a break from it. The comparison is the joy thief. Everybody know that, bro. And social media is like a huge, and like sliding in DMs is like another huge thing from social media as well. It's so easy, bro. It's so easy they could just slide in there, do all sorts of things. It's just crazy, to be honest with you. Number two, interracial hate. If you really want to date outside your race, you get hated. It's just point blank, period. You hear me? It's straight up, it's straight just like that. You get hated a lot if you do. Especially if you black and you want to date outside your race. Like, let's say like somebody like me, I may want to date somebody that may be white, maybe Asian, maybe want to be Indian. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You could date anybody, you could date another ethnic group, that's fine. But nowadays, people are gonna look at you a certain way, and they're gonna treat you a certain way. You feel me? Because like, why you don't want to date within your race? Why you don't want to do that? It's like, I have nothing against my race. It's just, that may be just what I'm attracted to. But they just so blind by race, they just gonna hate me automatically, thinking that I hate my own race. No, I'm not. That's cool that you wanna date another ethnic group, but you to say that and also come back and bash your own ethnic group, that's weird. Now that's the issue. Don't come back and bash something because like, okay, you doing this. You know what I'm saying? If you like that group, like that, if you like that ethnic group, like that ethnic group. Don't come back and bash your own ethnic group because you feel like you upgraded. That's just what you like. Don't say it like that. Reason number three, wanting other people's significant others. Basically stealing. Stealing culture. Or like, I took your girl, I took your man. That's one of the dumbest things. That's so huge nowadays. People always want what somebody else got. They want it so bad. I was like, they'll really look at another dude. They really look at another dude and be like, dang, his girl really fine. I don't really think she should be with him. I think she should be with me. So I'm gonna go on here and take her. Like, just disrespectful. It's just like, bro, respect their relationship. And same like you was a girl, respect their relationship. Don't be like, he too handsome for her. I can't let that go. I'm finna go over there and try to ruin that. Like, because that's what you feel. They could be genuinely happy and you gonna try and go in there and cause a rift because you feel like, oh, I don't feel like they should be dating. I just feel like that's just too weird. It's like she too fine for him. Really? Number four, sneaky link and cheating culture. I don't even really think I need to expound on that. Sneaky link. Cheating. You got your main, but then you got a little side piece, you hear me? Because when the main not acting, you got something already on standby. So you already got something on standby. Like, I don't want to let them go because you never know how people is nowadays. I don't know how people is nowadays. I got to keep them on the side. All these excuses, bro. All these excuses for sneaky link to cheat. And like so people nowadays in relationships are believe that any type of confrontation or pressure within a relationship, automatically they don't want to talk about it. They get discombobulated. They just want to cheat. They just like, they want to break up because they don't want to talk things out. The smallest issues, everybody just want to just like, all right, let's break up. Or it's like, oh, that's just too much. So they gonna like, all right, I ain't gonna break up. I'm just gonna get somebody else that's just easier to deal with, even though the little issue that you had was seriously minor, but you don't like dealing with any type of confrontation. So you just gonna get you a side piece. On to the next point, because this really makes me mad. Number 5. Relationships are more business related than actually love related. Well, y'all know about this one. People look to see what they can get out of you instead of falling in love with you. How much money you got? What type of car you drive? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you bring to the table? Like, bring to the table, that's not necessarily bad because you need to know exactly like what you dealing with. But when you come straight in there and it's just off rip, what's your money looking like? What your materialistic things looking like? How you living? Because if y'all remember on the last episode, my first episode, when I was talking about that woman that said, that was talking about if a man makes $500,000 a year or less, then he shouldn't date. Go watch that if you want. That was actually a good one too. But if you make $500,000 or less, then you shouldn't date. Now you know good and well that don't make no sense. But it's so money related. You know what I'm saying? And that's some good money. And he may be a really good dude, but since he don't make, if I'm saying, like I said, you can, if that's what you want, if you want a rich dude, that's fine. That's what you want. But don't come down here and bash dudes that make that type of money. That's honest living. Different things that a lot of both sides, both genders are really looking for instead of love nowadays. It's just, it really way more business related than it is love related. And reason number 6, people are scared to commit nowadays because of so much cheating. And to be honest with you, this is not really bad. It is bad, and it's not bad because it is bad because like people are scared to commit. It's not bad because people are really just trying to, like, they want to date, but they're so scared because everybody cheats. It seems like you got 3 years in this relationship, and then out the blue, you start getting like type of like feelings and stuff like that. And you start thinking like, is this person cheating on me? Because you just like, they start moving different. Then you start getting little hunches here and there. And then you start digging for evidence. Then you find it 4 years down the drain. And that's another thing. That ignorance is bliss saying, or like what I don't know don't hurt me, which is true to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, it's gonna hurt you eventually because you just sweeping under the rug. You know you got hunches. You gotta feel like they probably doing something. Now you doing 3-4 years, and because you just keep sweeping everything under the rug because what you know don't hurt you. And now you're sweeping everything 3-4 years under the rug, and not everything that slapped you in your face when you could have just dealt with it like a whole 2-3 years ago. It's gonna hurt regardless, but it's gonna hurt less. It's gonna hurt less back then, and you're gonna waste less time. See, you don't waste about 3-4 years because you're like, oh, what I don't know don't hurt me. You done wasted 3-4 years. You could have just addressed it, figured out what was going on, and you could have just moved on. But now you wasted 3-4 years, all down the drain, and now you even more hurt because now all that stuff you swept under the rug came right back in your face, and you got drop kicked. Ignorance is not bliss. So like I was saying earlier, people being scared to commit, I understand because there's a lot of cheating nowadays. But it's just a lot of things take time. A lot of things now this may be a hot, spicy statement, but I feel like a lot of cheating could be prevented because I just feel like a lot of people just get their feelings involved and they don't look at things how they should because we're all human. We're going to make mistakes. So they're going to show you 1 or 2 signs where it's like, I should probably address that. But you already in love with this person or you really feeling this person, so you overlook it like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Or you do press it, but you don't dig deep enough. You don't dig as deep as you know you should have. So even though you dug deep, if you just dug a couple 3 times more times down, then you really would have found something. But you didn't dig as deep because you was already feeling this person or you was in love with this person. If you really just keep your emotions in control, you can still love this person. You can still love a person and still really be feeling the person, you feel what I'm saying, and still have your emotions control to be able to address certain things that may be a red flag or is completely a red flag. But a lot of people already got their not emotionally controlled. So when a person that they cheated on, they already showed signs. They already did. Even the best of them show signs. Now, they may be really good at like hiding it for a longer period of time, but they're gonna mess up. Whether it be from them or somebody else gives you a hunch. You know what I'm saying? You may be talking to somebody like, hey, yo, I date such and such, you heard me? And they look at you like, oh, for real? You date such and such? I hope for the best for you. But you like, oh, they just tripping. Or you one of them super defensive ones where you like, what that mean? Now you want to punch them in their face, and your significant other really going crazy. You're like really going crazy behind the scenes, but you don't know. So yeah, y'all, unfortunately, relationships nowadays suck. But the good news is there's still good people out here. They just hiding because they don't want to get messed over like so many other people have. You know what I'm saying? Which is rightfully so. They're trying to protect themselves. But it's at the same time, you just gotta take things a step at a time. And you really have to just spend time with the person. You know what I'm saying? Really spend time and not be so fast to commit. That's a lot of people's issues. They commit too fast and they don't spend enough time with certain people. You know what I'm saying? And that's when things end up getting bad. Because they thought it was this way, but if they spent more time with this person, they would have known, oh no, they was this way for real. You know what I'm saying? Time tells all. Because eventually, they're going to get fed up when you're not fully committed yet. They're going to get mad when you're not fully committed yet and you really just want to get to know this person. They're going to show their true colors. And sometimes, now don't go out here starting arguments, but sometimes arguments bring out the truth. Because in that moment of max anger, that's that boldness that a lot of people need to say that's what's on their chest. Because a lot of people are either scared to really say it, or they're not scared to say it, but they're trying to keep the peace. But when they're in that moment of anger, they're going to say what's in their heart. Because no matter how angry you get, if it's not in your heart, it won't come out. Just a little tip of wisdom is that if it's not in their heart, it's not gonna come out. But if it comes out in that heat of max anger, that's what's always in their heart. They just were scared to say it, or they were just trying to keep the peace. But that's how they really feel. So y'all need to stop saying like, oh, I don't want to judge them on what they say because they were just angry. No, that's how they really felt. So yeah, y'all, relationships suck nowadays. But at the end of the day, there's still good people out there. So don't feel like, oh, love is gone, relationships suck. Marriage is still a really good thing and it's a very honorable thing. And love is still out there. So you just have to take your time and really get to know people, really spend time with them, get to know their true colors. You know what I'm saying? And then slowly commit. Don't overly commit early. Just slowly commit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, y'all. And I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. I hope y'all keep God first over any one thing. I hope y'all have a blessed day. And please come back for the next episode. Peace.